Hello, this is Lion Unlimited. Trying to get in the frame here. Summit 669. Yeah. Funny number, especially for the guys out there. They'll probably laugh and chuckle, and some ladies, I'm sure. So I've got apparently for TikTok 10 minutes, and for all the other social media is like 3 minutes, so I'm going to do the long one first. Today was surprisingly fresh. Let me just show the weather. It's actually drizzling clouds, so yeah. Also, don't have a mic hooked up, so hopefully the audio is okay. It'll get better soon. I mean, I've got another 331 summits. Yeah, so for those who haven't tuned in before, yeah, this is Lion Unlimited. I am the guy Costa. I am Costa, and I did Lion 500. I did 500 summits in 2.5 years, from 11 September 2017 till 2020 February 11th, and then life happened. There's a few times I tried to restart because I wanted to get 1,000 in. It's funny how the first 500 was actually easier than the second 500, but it's okay. It's a good story. I am also trying to do it a different way, be more, be in the moment, and talk a bit more about what I am grateful for. Gratitude, to show gratitude. I think it's very important that we show gratitude. We always, say we want this, we want that, we want this. We don't have this, we don't have this. We always focus on. Well, we don't always do that. I mean, we tend to keep our eye on what we don't have sometimes, and that's okay. I mean, it shows that you've got ambition. But sometimes you got to. Actually, not sometimes. It's important that you focus on what you have, because you got to put value in what you have, your people, and your home, your food, all of these little things that make everything possible. And I'm gonna have to learn to stop saying I can, if my friend, the blind adventurer Christopher Fenter, is listening, he's probably gonna roll his eyes and just go when he's saying I know I gotta get rid of that. We'll get there. But yeah, it's been quite a journey. I did a video the other time, and a few days ago, and I realized I couldn't upload it onto Instagram because Instagram's rules keep changing. You can't upload anything more than 3 minutes, and so and for TikTok I think it's 10 minutes. So I have to review how I do my strategy in uploading, and hopefully you'll like my content, and not just as in but actually like it. Comment on it. Really, any form of positive energy is appreciated. It doesn't just give me a dopamine kick, it also just shows me I'm going in the right direction. But yeah, so I suppose I also told myself I'm going to try and talk about a different person every time, and it's going to be random because there's no way of picking who. I don't like to prioritize the people in my life, because I feel like you love people for different reasons. You've met them for different reasons, and they all have a value similarly in different ways. I mean, I love pizza and sushi, don't make me choose. So yeah, so today I suppose the best way of doing this right now is to see who comes up first on my social media feed. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is interesting. Giorgio Michalidis. That's funny. Giorgio had Giorgio's wife. He didn't do it. She did all the work. So Antonia just gave birth to a little girl, Sophia. So welcome to the world, little Sophia. I wrote I wrote on their social media feed, I wrote and said, congratulations, Sophia, for being born to the best parents ever. We don't often give the parents actually the kudos we should, because the kid just had to be born. That's all they had to do at that very point in time. And the kid is very, as kids, we are very lucky to be born to good parents. And Sophia is incredibly lucky to be born to a good dad like Giorgio and a good mom like Antonia. And of course, we have to give a little salute to Matteo, who's climbed Lion's Head, not all the way, but he's gone halfway up. So Sophia's little brother's already done, Lion's Head. I think he's like 5 or 4. He's like a video of him on one of our social media feeds. And so I'm going to talk about Giorgio, how I met him. Now, Giorgio is, I met him in university at UCT. I think it was my first year at UCT as well, or second year, I can't remember. But I was the president of the Greek youth. Either was vice president or president, but basically he was not interested in becoming part of the Hellenic Students Association because he didn't want to get involved in politics. I understood that. He didn't want, us Greeks, we are so full of BS. Honestly, we could never, it's a struggle for us to unite, even after 400 years of different challenges we all face together. But that's not what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Giorgio. And I convinced Giorgio to join Hellenic Students Association. And with Giorgio being there, we ended up having a five-a-side soccer team, and we created a little squad. We went to Johannesburg, I think twice, and at one point we won the tournament. I can't remember if I was there, but I know that the hard work was done between me, Giorgio, and his brothers. We were sort of the core. The other guys, obviously, got to give them credit for doing a lot of work, but the logistics and holding the ethos was up to Giorgio, his Mario, and Michali, and myself. And I mean, we even got in fights with the Greek kids in Johannesburg. I don't know why you Johannesburgers are so aggressive, especially the Greek and Cypriots. I mean, what's your problem? Like back then, why did you have to always pick fights with the Cape Townians? Why? Because we just more chilled than you? I don't know. I mean, at some point I was even labeled as a bad kid because apparently I remember there was a rumor going around that because some Cape Townians were caught smoking weed, I must be smoking weed too. And back then it was like a big deal, like, oh my god, he's a devil, oh, he's smoking weed. I remember that. Oh my gosh. And Giorgio stood by me, still my friend. He might not remember this part, but the reason I'm very grateful for him is because there's a lot of things that have been said about me that were not true, and Giorgio stood by me, and I will forever be indebted to him because he knows where I come from in my heart when I try and help people, and I know that I have to sometimes regulate my emotions because I have ADHD and I was misunderstood, and Giorgio gets me. So Giorgio, he still tells me that he met Antonia because of me, because if he didn't get involved in the Greek students back then, he wouldn't be involved in the Cypriot students that evolved and met Antonia in the UK. And so and we're running out of time as well, so Giorgio, there's gonna have to be a part 2 to this, but yeah, I love you, dude. And in the UK, congratulations on being parents again, and hopefully I'll see you again, and part 2 will come soon enough for you, because then I'll talk about you and Antonia. But thanks, guys. Thanks to Diamond Works for supporting Lion Unlimited. Please go support Diamond Works, and thank you so much, Amy and the gang over there. I love you guys. Kudos. And thanks for this ring, by the way. Look at that cool ring. And I gotta go. Mountains are medicine, and we'll see you soon in the shorts, and the 3-minute ones for the other guys. But take care, look after yourselves, look after your soul, and drop a comment or a like.